Make plans to join us tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. here on San Antonio Living. It's not Tex-Mex, it's Mexican street food. We're going to learn how to roast corn on the cob and then top it with a lot of yummy stuff. Diana Vargas-Trevino will be here. Plus, Paletta will be here to tell us about his upcoming comedy show and swim lessons for the kids this summer. All of that tomorrow at 10 a.m. here on San Antonio Living. And this morning we're talking about your favorite summer drink. There could be a Corona shortage, and so we want you to be prepared, right?
Yes. Okay, luckily I haven't gotten too many Coronas. Shelly, Pat said peach tea or unsweetened tea. I like that. Adam says watermelon juice. That sounds pretty healthy. Sandra says clamato with Corona beer. Ah, there's our Corona beer. Keep your responses coming. We'll share them throughout the show, and maybe it'll have Corona. We'll see.
All right. Sounds good, Caitlin. And, of course, when you're enjoying your cold Corona on the beach, you got to have a good book with you. And that's why Patricia Fisher is joining us this morning with her summer reading picks. So good to see you.
Thank you.
Oh, I love having you here on San Antonio Living. If you're just joining us for the first time this morning, Patricia is an author. She's got a great website, and you do a great job promoting other local authors as well.
Yes.
All right, my friend. So let's start with a book for me, I suppose.
Yes.
Tell me about Liz and Lisa.
Okay, Liz and Lisa have been friends for 25 years, and they wrote this book, and it's basically about Kate, who is about to get married, and the night before her wedding, her fiance Max cancels and breaks it off. So
Thanks,
she
Max.
vents on Facebook about it, and of course wants terrible things to happen to him. Well, the next day, terrible things happen to him on from what she's written, and so she's like, whoa, wait a minute. So then she goes back and writes some more, and that happens. So then she goes back in her timeline of Facebook and starts changing things.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then her friends get wind of it, and she's like, oh, well, I can make your life better too. And then, of course, you know what happens. It's not the best choice.
That's a great idea for a book.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. So,
We've got a couple of ebooks to mention,
Right.
and up first is a book from Terry Molina.
yes, and I met Terry a couple of weeks ago at a Romantic Times Book Lovers Convention.
Okay.
And her tagline, I love it, is multicultural romance with the Tex-Mex flavor of the Southwest.
Oh.
So it's very cool.
Okay.
So House of Cards and Forget Me Not are definitely thrillers, very saucy reads. She also has one called Her Will, Her Way, His Way, and it's an erotica paranormal romance. Great books, lots of fun. If you sit in the sun, you're going to be pretty steamy reading these books. So
You
get
just
ready.
need to have that little fan by you
do,
right there.
Cool
Okay.
beer.
All
Let's
right.
hope we're good. So yeah.
Okay. Up next in the ebook category, Train Your Knight.
Yes. So Stella Marie wrote this book, and I got caught in it because of the cover.
Okay.
And so basically, this woman it's in 1200. She's helped make the lands more profitable for the king. So she figures she's going to get, a good pat on the back. But what she gets is rewarded by being given to a knight who's just come back from the Holy Wars, and he's really not interested. He just wants the land, and yeah, so of course
It's a good
chaos.
one to daydream about,
Yes,
I
it
suppose,
is.
right?
Yes, it is.
You just take a look at the handsome guy in the cover, read the book,
Right.
go from there.
And all the reviews are very positive and very saucy.
All right.
So yeah.
I'm excited about this. This is a book that is being turned into a movie.
Right.
So get a jump on it and
Yes.
read the book first.
Okay, so the book is by a guy named Jesse Andrews, and this is his very first book. He's won several awards for the young adult category. And the movie is made, the director is actually from Laredo. His name is Alfonso Gomez Rejon, and he's also worked on Glee, American Horror Story, Argo. He's worked with Nora Ephron and Scorsese, but he basically, Coppola, but he basically is a guy who's kind of a friend of everybody at the high school, but he's kind of peripheral, he's not really friends with anyone, and so a childhood friend ends up getting cancer, so his mom says, you need to go talk to her, so he does, and they kind of redo a friendship. But he and his friend Earl, me, Earl, and the dying girl, Earl and he have made these really quirky little movies for years called like Sockwork Orange and everything. So they decide they're going to make a movie with Rachel, and then it gets out, and of course this is his secret. So it's very bittersweet story. So get your Kleenexes. It's great with Fault in Our Stars type.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm going to take that for
Yeah.
Taylor. That's for
Yeah.
sure. She'll love that. Okay, Neil Tyson books.
Okay, so Neil deGrasse Tyson was here last night at the Tobin, and he is this rock star astrophysicist, basically. So the book in the middle is about him. It's a kid's book, talks about him. The one that says Explore the Cosmos can be a read for kids and parents. And then, of course, the Pluto Files is a little bit more than that. But it talks about how he basically demoted Pluto from being an actual planet. Some of the letters he's been written.
That guy, huh?
Yeah. He said he's the only astrophysicist who's actually lost a planet and not found one. So yes.
All right.
So quite charming.
Very cool. And then Shakespeare, another good choice over the summer. You could tackle it if you're a grown-up or a teenager or even the kids.
Right. I have a friend of mine, Kenneth Lloyd, who asked about Shakespeare. He's in his 50s, and he's like, I never read Shakespeare. I don't know where to start. And so it ended up on Groupon that this is $30, this 20 Shakespeare plays, and it's still on Groupon. I checked this morning.
Oh, great.
And it's usually $140. But you can get the books, and it's kids' versions of it. And there's no harm in starting a classic in the kids section.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you get more out
I
of
may
it.
just get more out of that myself.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know. Patricia, always great to see you. These are great ideas to start your summer reading off right. Patricia Fisher is online at patriciawfisher.com. You can find her on Facebook, on Twitter, Pinterest, everything you need right there. And we've got a great giveaway for you coming up later in the show. You got to keep watching to win Patricia's bag of summer goodies and books. If I don't steal it. All right, don't go away, because coming up next, does your dog sense when there's a bully around you? And how do cat videos affect your health? Oh boy, we've got that coming up next.